Hi everyone, I'm the plant propagator and welcome to my channel. Today I want to welcome you to a deflasking party. Now the party was held in late July 2025 and I'm bringing this to you a little bit later because I had a lot of segments that I needed to edit and put together. I want to thank my videographer for putting all these things together for me, and let's go. So first of all, I spent a lot of time explaining the rules of the deflasking party to all of the participants, and the participants are all members of BOING, which is a breeding group that I put together. BOING stands for Breeding Orchids by Intelligent but Naive Growers. So I'm sitting here and I'm giving a lot of information out, and some people, like this guy, is actually paying attention. I think everyone did. So it is a good group of people. We all have different degrees of experience in orchid growing, and even some have done some breeding and have made some crosses and have generated some hybrids. But I'm going over some of the rules here because without rules, chaos exists, and there had to be ways to organize things, even to the point that plants of certain sizes go in 2-inch versus 4-inch pots, and this was being judged on whether it would go in a 4-inch pot, and it actually passed the test. Most of these orchids were taken out and divided and placed in 2-inch pots, and there was one orchid, one flask, that was, the contents were potted up by one person. So each person got a flask, potted them up in most of the time the 2-inch pots, and then at the end, in order to get good even distribution of the plants, we went around and distributed the plants as equally as we could. Many of the orchids, as you can tell here, looked pretty nice. So this individual actually had one of her first crosses that was being potted up, and this might have been a cross, I think, from one of the other members of the group. Overall, we were pretty well organized. These were all sorted. We didn't keep the runts, the really small ones, because there were plenty of orchids to go around to everyone. Again, the different people have been members of BOING for different amounts of time, and we learn from each other, and we have fun, and there's good interaction as we deflask and separate and sort and then pot up these orchids. Overall, it is a fun group. I should mention that these sections, these videos, were collected by my videographer, and so that's why I'm doing a voiceover now. But at the end, we will transition to a couple of segments that I edited. So we'll get a little bit more information there, but there may be a little duplication of facts and information. The bark that's being used here is Orchiata, classic grade Orchiata that's been soaking for about 4 hours. So we made sure to have good moisture take up by the Orchiata. The plants are then placed in these pots. You can see the tags in previous segments lying on the table, and so those tags are to prevent any kind of mix-ups that we have. So we had a number of different flasks. Each flask had a set of tags associated with it, and when we potted them up, we put the tags in right away to prevent confusion. Again, lots of orchids, but lots of rules that I put in place in order to have a smooth deflasking party. Okay, so let's transition to the part that I'm narrating. Okay, we are deflasking, and the interesting thing here is that it's really quiet. This is the BOING group, and we are having our deflasking party, July 2025, and this is my videographer right here for a lot of the other segments today. So, but everything is going well. We have flasks. There's a couple of flasks on each table here. We've got plenty of 2-inch pots. We've got Orchiata, and everyone's assignment is to pot up. Did you get approval for the placement of this in this pot?
I did.
Okay, Kat, you said it was okay
Yeah,
to put this one in this pot?
she did. I had another one. And
Okay.
I really said, yeah.
Okay,
So,
all right.
The other
So the monsters,
went in
uh-oh, here, you got to get approval over here because he's got a big pot. Kat. Oh, it looks like he's going to put a runt in there too.
No, I'm not putting a runt.
Okay, anyway, everyone's working hard and they're getting harassed by me. Usually I'm the one that gets harassed, but that's going to happen at the end maybe. But everyone is quietly deflasking, so they rinse all of the media off of the orchids. They're then getting potted up. Everyone has a little bit of a different technique, but pretty much the same thing. They go in here, they get tapped down, and then everyone is supposed to be making 24 plants so that we can distribute it to everyone afterwards. So right here we see in the approval process, I guess, of getting large pots. Large pots are right over here. So most of the plants go in these 2-inch pots. If there's a monster, it goes in these 4-inch pots. And I guess that qualifies as a monster. That's pretty big. Okay, but Kat is the one that gives final approval. Oh, and then we have somebody who is very organized, who is staging the plants. So these are all of these plants that are now they're being staged, and I think she'll start from the largest and go to the smallest. I should mention that each one of these is a different hybrid. So these are different hybrids that either I generated or they were generated by the members of the BOING group. But look at all of these nice, cattleyas here. Actually, it's all cattleyas here. There was one dendrobium that we didn't do today, but all these are getting pulled apart and separated as good as possible. And they get placed on the paper. And then once everyone sees what they have, they then get potted up into this orchiata. So we have orchiata, we've got tags for all the different plants that we have around. We've got the small pots and then the large pots. So everyone is working very diligently, getting everything done. We have a very popular table over here.
You're actually not allowed that.
I'm not allowed at this table. Okay, and this is the table that has they're the ones that are hosting. Look at that writing. Oh my gosh.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
That's okay. I just made someone a wedding thing and they declined it. So
this might have to be used at some point. Okay, so I think we're gonna take a little bit of a break now, and then we'll come back at the end and see what all the potting up looks like. I should also mention that there have been a few no-shows today, so I did have to pull some flasks back. I had 14 flasks out where everyone would do a flask, and I pulled it back to, there's 10 people here I think, but I pulled it back to 11 flasks. So anyway, this is it. We'll get back when we're closer to being done. Okay, and we're back. Everyone has deflasked their plants, and they have been watered and sprayed with Fizan. So I said that this was the last thing to do before everyone could leave. So there's the second tub right here, and this is a mix. There are at least 2 of each of 10 different orchids that were flasked. These are now deflasked. The top of the container will be put on, and then they'll be carted away.
Fungicide.
And here's another group, and there's
insecticide.
a monster plant right there. But we have this is again another group.
It's a grid.
These are ready to take home.
And tell you what they have to get.
And you are cutting that dead leaf off, right? So we got that needs to be removed right there, but these are nice plants, and these are ready. What happened to this one?
But it tells you which
Right here.
fungus
That needs to be.
that product covers.
So it's this one was kind of halfway out of the pot. That's your sanderai. Did you drop it? Your sanderai. Did you drop it?
You'll be interested to see it. I think I got your email.
Okay. Looks like it fell out. Okay.
Yes, email.
All right. So that's that.
I know.
And then here, and we're almost done. And this gets kind of repetitive, but it's fun because these are all going to different homes. Look at that. Oh my God, what is that? Okay, that's one of the members' new hybrids right there. Okay. And then someone scored. Look at this. One person, a relatively new member, is taking all of these home. So look at this.
The ones that were left over and
I know. But I'm surprised. Look at how big this one is right here. And this did not go in a big pot, but this one did. So I think this one went in a big pot because the guy that made this cross also deflasked this. So he felt that this one deserved a little bit more attention. Okay, so that's all I have for tonight. I think everyone is happy with the orchids that they got. It's all good. And that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video and the scenes, the snippets from the Deflasking Party. If you like the video and you want to keep on seeing them, it would help me out if you could click on like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. All right, again, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it, and happy propagating.